Sometimes, language learners feel stuck. They understand the words, they know the rules, but still, something's missing. The language doesn't feel natural yet. One of the most powerful ways to make English part of your thinking is through story. Because stories are not just information, they're emotion, experience, and memory. That's how we really learn. If you want to improve your English in a real, emotional, and natural way, you're in the right place. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to NativeFlow, and leave a comment with your favorite sentence or new word from this story. We post one new story every single day to help you live in English. The morning had been warm, full of sun and soft wind. The streets of Budapest were waking up slowly, and Anna had spent the first part of her day walking through the old neighborhoods. She'd seen the cafes opening their doors, heard the bells from distant churches, and smelled the sweet scent of pastry from small bakeries on the corners. Everything moved gently, calmly. But now it was afternoon, and the heat had risen. Anna didn't want to stay on the streets anymore. She turned down a quiet road, heading toward the river. She didn't have a plan. She didn't know where she was going exactly. But something about the idea of water felt right. The Danube was close, she could smell it before she saw it. Not strong, not unpleasant. Just the familiar scent of water in summer. When she reached the riverbank, it was quieter than she expected. No crowds. A few people were walking, sitting, talking quietly. Some tourists were taking pictures of the bridges. Others just looked at the water, letting their eyes rest. The Danube moved slowly, wide and blue-gray, reflecting the sky above. Anna walked along the edge for a while, not thinking about anything in particular. Her shoes made soft sounds against the stone. Then she saw a set of wide steps leading down to the water. No one was there. Just empty steps and the cool shade of trees nearby. She stopped. Looked around. And then, without really deciding, she took off her shoes. The stone was warm under her feet. She sat down, rolled up her pants, and carefully moved to the lowest step. The river was right there, calm, quiet, just a few ripples. She reached out with her toes and dipped them in. The water was cold. Not freezing, but enough to make her inhale sharply. Then exhale. She smiled to herself. It felt good. It felt like something real. She let both feet go in. She sat still and watched the water move around her ankles. Tiny waves pushed against her skin and then pulled away. Over and over. Gentle rhythm. The sound of traffic faded. The city felt far away, even though it wasn't. A leaf floated by. A dragonfly passed in front of her, hovered for a moment, and then disappeared. A boat moved slowly in the distance, leaving a soft wake behind it. Anna leaned back on her hands and looked at the sky. It was light blue, almost white near the sun. A cloud shaped like a bird moved across. She remembered something from childhood, dipping her feet in a lake, feeling the mud, laughing. That memory wasn't clear, but the feeling was the same. Quiet happiness. A group of kids ran by, laughing and yelling, chasing each other along the edge. They didn't notice her. She smiled. Let the noise pass. Then the silence returned. She reached into the water with her hand, scooped up a little, and let it fall through her fingers. The drops caught the light. It was simple. Just water. But in that moment, it felt like more. A man nearby was playing guitar, just lightly, not for attention. The melody floated toward her, slow, almost lazy, fitting the mood of the river. She didn't recognize the song, but it didn't matter. It filled the air in a soft way. She sat like that for a long time. Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe more. She didn't check. There was no need. No schedule. Just the river, the sky, the sound of water and strings. At one point, she looked down and saw a small fish swimming near her feet. Just one. It moved fast, then disappeared under the shadow of a stone. She felt a quiet joy, like nature had shared something with her, something small and beautiful. Then she stood up slowly. The stone steps were dry now, warm again. She dried her feet with a scarf she carried in her bag, put her shoes back on, and looked out at the river one last time. She felt better. She didn't know why, but she did. She turned and walked back toward the city, feeling the sun on her back and the rhythm of the water still in her body. The Danube had spoken in a way only nature can. In this story, you learned and experienced natural English through phrases like, reached the riverbank, the water moved around her ankles, scooped up a little, and quiet joy. You also practiced past tense narration, emotional vocabulary, and useful verbs connected to movement, nature, and feelings. If this story helped you feel closer to English, helped you relax into the language, or gave you new words to hold on to, like the video, subscribe to NativeFlow, and leave a comment sharing your own moment of quiet joy. See you in the next video.